everybody. Welcome to the Two Chairs No Waiting live show. I'll let them keep playing us in. How is everybody tonight? Got folks all over the place in our chat rooms on YouTube, Facebook, and at our main chat room over at live.twocairsnowaiting.com. They're everywhere. I just like that music. Gets me ready. All right, there we are. We're here. Hello, everybody. I'm Alan Newsom, the host of Two Chairs No Waiting, and we are here for our Monday night. There's something on my thing. There's fuzz on there. We're here for our Monday night live show, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. This is Valentine's week, so we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day. We got folks in our main chat room over that way in the white. And we got folks in our YouTube chat room up there, right up that way, there. And down here, I can't point good down there. There you go, is our Facebook crowd. So let's see, over on Facebook, I see Cody and Candy and Jeff. So Jeff and Dale, they're over there. Let's see who is in our YouTube chat room, because I can. Oh, there's Mrs. Frankenstein. I see her. Thank you very much for the super chat. Wow, that came in perfect right there. Thank you very much. She says, Happy Mayberry Monday from the Frankensteins. Glad you're here, Floyd. Thank you. I am glad to be here as well. For man, $20. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I always appreciate the extra dollars coming into the podcast. Thank you so much for doing that. If anybody'd like to do that, feel free to, but don't feel like you got to. As you'll notice, everybody that's in green up there is a member over on our YouTube channel. So to become a member, you're paying like $4 a month or $5 a month. It's basically just to help me out. That's basically all it is. So thank you guys for doing that. And you get some extra stuff as well. And I'm trying to do a few extra things. We also have a bunch of patrons, and I'll show those later at Patreon. Thanks to all of our patrons at Patreon as well. Thank you so much for all that. Let's see who is all over at YouTube. Let's see who is in there. I see Frankenstein Lover. I see Gary, Joyce, Kent, Miss Frankenstein, Rebecca, Rob, Kentucky Rob, and Thomas Merrill. So that's who I see over there right now. So it's good to see all you guys. Thanks for being here. It's always fun to have folks there. Now we got our main chat room. There's 21 people over in our main chat room. There it is. The list popped up somewhere else. Let's see. I see Miss Mayberry, Sarah Blaine, Opie's Charity, Jim Sherrill, Indiana Steve, Andy and Andy-ish, and Joy Nurse Mary. Nodimus Rex, Milo Boy Ran, Goober Fife, Plain Don Good, Kentucky Mike, Paul Mulick, Emmett Clark, our fat little Mayor Clanton, Cody, Kathy Hinckley, and about 5 anonymous folks over there as well. So it's good to have all you guys in our chat rooms. Thanks for being here with us. I see Rob slipped in there on our Facebook channel, and Old Man Rimshaw up on YouTube as well. So it's so wherever you are, visit with one another and enjoy each other's company and get to know one another. That's what this is all about, really, is drawing our community of Mayberry fans together. Make this a real little Mayberry online community. So I really appreciate all the interaction you guys do during the podcast while I'm recording it. Hey, I've got right off the bat here, because he's in our YouTube chat room, we have a special song for you guys. That's right. I got this week. This is from Kent Summerling. I hope I'm saying it right, Kent Summerling. He wrote a song, a Mayberry song. So I want to let you guys listen to it before we get started. I think you're going to like it. It's called Mayberry Mischief. So let's hit it. And he is, like I said, he's in our YouTube chat room. So it's not a video, it's just song. So listen, here we go.
Early morning in Mayberry town, sun peeking over the hill. Old Andy's fishing, Opie's around, everything's peaceful and still. Then a sound from the distance, a holler so loud, shatters the morning calm. Ernest T. Bass with his rock, throwing crowd calls in a country alarm. Oh, Mayberry, where the good times roll and Ernest T. can't behave. From the courthouse steps to the fishing hole, a ruckus he's sure to engrave. Hee-hee goes the laughter as folks duck and dive from his playful wild spree. Just another day making Mayberry live for you and for me. Floyd staying busy talking to the folks as they're all gathering round. Barney's a-chasing, his whistle blows, trying to catch that wild man. But Ernest Sitters, wherever he goes, sticking to his mischievous plan. He's got a brick in his hand, a jump in his step, a grin from ear to ear. No real harm and no secrets he's kept, just bringing a little country cheer. Oh, Mayberry, where the good times roll and Ernest T. can't behave. From the courthouse steps to Floyd's barber chair, a ruckus he's sure to engrave. Hey, hey, goes the laughter as folks duck and dive from his playful wild spree. Just another day making Mayberry alive for you and for me. From A&B's Pickles to Floyd's barber chair, Mayberry's a sight to behold. With characters quirky beyond all compare, a story that never gets old. And Ernest T. with his antics so grand, he's part of the fabric you see. Just a simple man in a simple land, living wild and fancy free. Oh, Mayberry, where the good times roll and Ernest T. can't behave. From the courthouse steps to Floyd's barber chair, a ruckus he's sure to engrave. Hee-hee goes the laughter as folks duck and dive from his playful wild spree. Just another day making Mayberry live for you and for me. Oh, Mayberry, that's where I long to be, with Ernest T. Bass and the whole family, wild and carefree.
All right, so that's Mayberry Mischief by Ken Summerling. Hey, Kent, thank you so much for giving me permission to show that tonight on the show. Now, this is for the live show, so it's only going to be for our live audience. It won't be in our main part of our podcast, but there will be links in our show notes for the podcast tonight for that song. You can go over to Spotify and listen to it. That's where he has uploaded it over there, so you can go and check it out. So thanks again for putting that on there. We do have another special song that we're going to play during the podcast tonight that's Valentine's related, so you're going to get to hear that as well. So yeah, we'll play that later, Miss Frankenstein, during the actual podcast. We'll play that, and there is a video that goes along with that one. So it's by Ronnie Felker. So you guys are going to like this. The lyrics are by Ronnie Felker. I did the music and the video. So you guys, I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's see. We had some more folks coming out. I see Blood Brothers came in. I guess that's Jonna. I don't know if it's you or not, but I assume it is. It's good to see you in our main chat room there. And I don't know. There's Fred popped in over on YouTube. I can't keep up with everybody that pops in. I see Wilford. He came in, and I think I already said hi to Cody Norris. So Cody, I see Cody in our main chat room. He's usually South Carolina Cody, I think. I think it's the right Cody. His podcast episode a couple of weeks ago, or was it a couple of weeks, or was it last week? I can't keep up anymore. His episode, all about his finding that mystery location from the show. It was been very popular. So thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. A lot of folks have listened and watched. So thank you for that. I'm not surprised. People would a lot rather hear from you. than from me. All right, guys, let's get this show going. Hope you guys enjoyed that song. It's a good one. He'd sent it to me earlier in the week, and I asked could I play it tonight on the podcast. So there you go. Yeah, it is you. Okay, it was 2 weeks ago. Thanks, Cody. Yeah, so Cody's in our main chat room. He did a great job on that report, and I just really appreciate it. So let's see. Anything else? If you guys don't know, I'm going to try to remember to mention it later, but the Weavers newsletter is out. So definitely encourage you to go out and subscribe to the Weavers newsletter if you don't already. And make sure you go over there and read it. You can go to weaversdepartmentstore.com/newsletter, and it'll take you right there. It's free. It's free. Don't cost you anything. It's full of all kinds of Mayberry stuff. There's even a word search puzzle. That's what I did this issue. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it. There's a lot of information in there. I don't know if Vicky's in here tonight. I hadn't seen Vicky. Vicky, there's information about the passing of one of our Mayberry folks that I can go ahead and mention that here. It was Ronnie Dapo. He passed away, and so I wanted to mention that before we get started as well. But it's in the newsletter. You can go read it. And Vicky wrote me the other day and said, "Is that true?" And I said, "No, I just lied and made it up." So, no, it is true. Sadly, but it's true. His wife contacted Dennis Bill from the Mayberry chapter in Knoxville, Tennessee, and let him know about Ronnie's passing. So there's a lot of good information in the Weavers newsletter. Go and check it out. I'll try to remember to mention it during the podcast, but I tend to forget. All right, so is anything else going on? Let me see here if anything is happening. Poor Emmett Clark is down there in Tampa, burning up. 67 degrees, freezing down there. So I feel bad for you, suffering like that. Let's see, anything else going on before we get started? I do not see anything. So let's get this show rolling. Tonight's episode is going to be called, what did I call it? It is Love and Laughter, a Valentine's Day in Mayberry. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. Let's see how it works out. Keep your fingers crossed. All right. All right, so I'm going to cover you guys up or I'll quit reading what you're talking about. You guys feel free to interact with one another as much as you'd like to. Plain Don Good thinks he's heard enough about the Rio Flyer. Well, I got corrected on something else about that. Evidently, that Andy's quote was, running down Main Street with a cutout open and a Rio flying cloud. It's like on a Rio flying. I think it's on instead of and. So misquote. Paul will probably correct me. He'll fix it for me. All right, Paul, you can go ahead and correct me while I'm not looking. All right, I'm going to cover you guys up. All right, let's get this show rolling, and we will see you guys on the back end of this and visit a little bit more. All right, I'm going to take a drink of water, and then we'll get started. All right, here we go. Let me hit record.
Let's talk about kerosene pickles. Let's talk about Old Man Rimshaw. Let's talk about Barney's sidecar. It's always fun to hang out with y'all. A loaded goat is causing a stir from the panic he is creating. Come on in, take a seat. It's 2 chairs, no waiting. Sit a spell and tune right in. We are about to start the show. We have a lot to talk about with the folks that we all know. Opie, Andy, and Otis Barn and the Darlings too. This will be amazing. It's 2 chairs, no waiting.
Episode number 877, Love and Laughter, a Valentine's Day in Mayberry.
It's 2 chairs, no waiting. It's Two Chairs.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Two Chairs No Waiting. Thank you, boys, for playing us in there. I appreciate it. I'm Alan Newsom, the host of Two Chairs No Waiting, and it is great to be here with you. I want to thank our sponsor for this week, which is pretty much our sponsor every week, is Weaver's Department Store. Head over to Weaver's Department Store and pick up some Mayberry items. They got Floyd's Barbershop Soap. They've got a Mayberry Sheriff's Office t-shirt, and just coming in, it's not even actually in yet, but you guys can go ahead and pre-order if you'd like to. You've got kind of a matching Mayberry Sheriff's Office baseball cap. It's actually a dad hat, a dad cap. It fits. It fits close to your head. You know, it's one of those. I like the hats. So hopefully they're going to be in the next couple of days. But you can pre-order and get them and get your T-shirt at the same time. Head over to weaversdepartmentstore.com and check it out. We also have our executive producer of episode number 877, Mike McGonigal. He's Kentucky Mike in our chat room, so tell him hi if you see him. Again, I'm Alan Newsom, the host of Two Chairs No Waiting, and it is great to be here. And we're going to talk about Valentine's Day because it's Valentine's Day. Even in the town where the biggest crime is probably a misplaced pickle jar, love found the way. It found its way into Mayberry's gentle rhythms, and from puppy love crushes to long-term romances, the show wove sweetness into some of its most memorable moments. One of the earliest that we could think about, perhaps, is a charming arc of affection from young Opie Taylor himself. In season 5's Opie Loves Helen, you remember that? He awkwardly but adorably developed a crush on his school teacher, Miss Helen Crump, even going so far as to buy her a gift for his hard-earned 74 cents. And Opie's love continued all the way into the 8th season, where in Opie's first love, he mustered up the courage to ask a classmate, Mary Alice Carter, to a party. And that was a classic tween drama, complete with dance plans and mixed up signals. And, boy, that was terrible. Of course, then there's even Aunt Bee. Aunt Bee's love life, she had one too. She got her share of the spotlight. From old beaux like Roger Hanover returning to Mayberry to court her, to her trying out the idea of marriage with dry cleaner Fred Goss, Aunt Bee was hit by Cupid's arrow from time to time. But this episode, we're going to be exploring Andy and Helen and Barney and Thelma Lou romances, because the romance like that, they didn't rush it. And the fans all knew that. We watched for all those years where neither one of them married the other. But ultimately, they all did end up together. Love in Mayberry wasn't about the drama or high stakes. It wasn't about that. It was about sincerity, community support, hooty-hoo, whatever it was. Awkward moments and personal growth throughout the whole show. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to play some trivia from Paul Mulick. It's the topic is, oh, you're funny, are you? No, you're funny, you are. That's what it is. Oh, you're funny, you are. As Paul sent those in. We're going to play some of those. And we're going to wrap up with a special song dedicated from Fred to his wonderful wife, Jenny Boone. The lyrics for that song were written by our friend Ronnie Felker, and it's most certainly it's Fred's heart speaking to Jenny's heart. So stick around to the end because you're going to want to listen to and see it. There's a video of it, so you're going to want to see this. So, all right, so let's talk now. Let's head over to talking about Andy and Helen. Okay, so I feel like we need a little romance type music. There's a little bit of no, I don't like that. Let's try this one. Oh, there we go. Romance music for Valentine's Day. So we're going to be talking about Andy and Helen. The slow burn. Oh my goodness. So Andy and Helen, if you blinked, you might have missed the romance between Andy Taylor and Helen Crump. And honestly, that was kind of the point, right? This isn't a love story about, fireworks and dramatic speeches. It's a Mayberry love story. Quiet, cautious, and built on trust. When Helen Crump first shows up in Mayberry as the new school teacher, she isn't introduced as Andy's future wife. She's just there. She's smart, confident, slightly unimpressed by Andy and his folksy charm, which might have been the most attractive thing about her to Andy. And Andy, well, he wasn't exactly rushing into anything. Remember, Andy is a widower. That's something the show never really leans heavily on, but it's always there under the surface. He's content. He's got Opie. He's got Aunt Bee. He's got a town that mostly behaves itself. Romance isn't missing from his life. It's just not just something he doesn't really chase it. It's not something he chases. And that's what makes Helen special. She doesn't chase him either. Boy, that's true. She doesn't chase him. Instead, we get this slow, sometimes awkward, sometimes frustrating dance, long conversations, mild misunderstandings, misunderstandings for sure. And of course, Barney was always there to try to help. Oh my goodness. Which brings us to the episode of A Wife for Andy. Barney, in full Deputy Cupid mode, decides Andy needs to get married, like immediately, now. And he begins matchmaking with the enthusiasm of someone who should absolutely not be matchmaking. And what's fascinating here is that isn't Barney's chaos, because it's always these chaos, it's Andy's resistance. Andy doesn't reject marriage because he doesn't believe in love. He resists it because he takes it very seriously. That's a really grown-up idea for a sitcom in the early 1960s. Helen challenges Andy. She calls him out gently, sometimes not quite as gently. She expects emotional honesty without really demanding it. And over time, Andy opens up, not with some grand gesture, but with consistency. No big proposals. There were no dramatic confessions. They were just two people choosing each other again and again. And maybe that's why fans stayed invested. Because Andy and Helen don't really feel like a TV romance. They more felt like a real romance. They remind us that love doesn't have to shout to be strong. Sometimes it just sits on the porch and talks things through and waits until the timing is right. And then there was Barney and Thelma Lou, Mayberry's maybe their most chaotic couple. So that's a whole different direction. We'll swing there. Because if Andy and Helen were calm and steady and emotionally mature, Barney Fife and Thelma Lou are a walking Valentine's Day disaster. Mostly Barney, let's be honest. But they were. And we loved them for it. We loved them. We were rooting for them, right? Barney Fife's approach to romance, he approaches it the same way he approaches law enforcement, with extreme confidence, minimal evidence, and one bullet he absolutely refuses to use responsibly. Barney adores Thelma Lou. There's no question about that. But Barney also believes, deep in his soul, that he deserves admiration, loyalty, and constant reassurance. preferably delivered every hour or so. Barney. The problem is Thelma Lou is a perfectly reasonable human being. Which means Barney is never quite satisfied. Episodes like Barney and Thelma Lou, however you say that, that episode shows us the core problem of their relationship: insecurity. Barney is endlessly threatened by other men, by imagined slights, by his own reflection if it looked at him funny. He was always threatened by these things. And every time Barney feels insecure, he does what Barney does best. He overreacts. He pouts. He postures. He storms off in a cloud of wounded pride, usually convinced that he is the one being mistreated. Meanwhile, Thelma Lou waits. And that's what makes her such an underrated character. She's patient. She's kind. She believes in Barney. Sometimes more than Barney believes in himself. But she also has limits. And when she reaches them, she lets Barney feel his consequences. Which is surprisingly progressive for the time. Now, the real reason fans still debate, the fans still debate this, right, is where Barney and Thelma Lou, or were they, meant for each other? Were they ever going to get together? When were they going to get together? Where were they going to get together? Were they meant for each other? That's what we all think about. Were they? Because on one hand, Barney drives her crazy. I mean, on the other hand, she understands Barney. And I don't know, maybe that's the key. Barney doesn't need someone who'll flatter him endlessly. He needs someone who sees through him and loves him anyway. And when they finally reunite and marry one another and return to Mayberry, man, it didn't feel like a joke, did it? It felt good. It feels earned. Barney's grown, not completely, but enough. And Thelma Lou, she chose him again. You know, love isn't perfect. It's messy. It's insecure. It forgets anniversaries and says the wrong things. Not that I ever do that, but I'm sure some people do. But it always keeps coming back. And somehow Barney, of all people, reminds us that even in the most exasperating of ways, he's still worth loving. So those are two main couples that we're going to talk about. They both ended up getting together in the end. You know, Andy married Helen, and Barney finally got Thelma Lou. They're all together, and the world was right in Mayberry. Love in Mayberry was patient. There was kindness. There was humor, and there was forgiveness. To me, that's why the show still feels perfect for a Valentine's Day. Because you got Andy and Barney with their girls. It's pretty amazing Thelma Lou stayed with Barney. Because there was Juanita and everybody else, and that she really understood Barney. And Helen, sometimes she could be a little rough, but maybe that's what Andy needed, is someone that was a little bit on his level. So I hope you enjoy thinking about that. And I really want to ask you to give me a call and stuff and write me. Tell about your favorite Mayberry love moment that would fit into this category. And maybe we'll read it on a future episode. I'd love to hear from you about that. That'd be good. So from Mayberry to your home, happy Valentine's Day, and take care of one another. There you go. So let's see. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I hope you're going to get out there and watch a couple episodes of the Andy Griffith Show and see what you think about that. See how you think. I think Thelma Lou is pretty amazing in the way that she put up with Barney, honestly. And Andy and Helen, that was often tough. But I always thought Andy got off real easy when he went to visit that lawyer, that lady lawyer, and got sunburned. It was in the Color episode. I don't know if you guys watch it. But he came back and he was sunburned, and she found out, Helen did, that it was a girl lawyer that he went to see, and that just all kind of smoothed over a whole lot easier than I think it would have, because, she ended up going somewhere and she got sunburned with some guy, and then they just acted like they're even. So yeah, Andy Griffith Show was not a big romance show or anything like that, but there was a lot in it that really did show you this. And of course, we know Barney wasn't a real character. He wasn't a real person. He was a character. But wow, what an amazing character he was. And Betty played Thelma Lou. How could you not love Thelma Lou? She was great, just like Betty. So there you go. So that's our Valentine's. That's about as much Valentine lovey-dovey stuff as I can do. So break out your pencils and your piece of paper, because now we're going to play a little trivia, but don't leave yet. Remember, we've got a special Valentine's song coming from Fred Boone to his wife, Jenny. So don't leave me. All right, so let's get the music going. There is our trivia music. And here comes our trivia. These are, again, by Paul Mulick. I want to thank Paul Mulick for submitting these for us all. And this week's topic is, oh, you're funny, you are. That sounds like something Barney would have said, doesn't it? All right, so here we go. We have got 5 questions tonight. 5 questions. We'll have 5 questions next week, too. All right, so here we go. Questions. You're going to be completing the quote. These are all things that Barney said when he was mad at Andy. These are all things that Barney said when he was mad at Andy. A perfect score will be 5 points for this evening. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Question number 1. Fill in the blank. You ought to go on the radio and blank. You ought to go on the radio and blank. All right, you got to fill in the quote. Let's see how our chat rooms are doing. Our chat rooms are usually here. They're here on Monday nights, and they are going to be trying to answer these questions. Oh my goodness. Cody already put it in. This is a long answer, by the way. Good job in our chat room. So if you'd like to be a part of our chat rooms, you can join us at live.2chairsnowaiting.com on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's when we record this. And you can try to answer these live, or of course you can answer them right now when you're listening. All right, so let me read it one more time. I'll give you the answer. You ought to go on the radio and blank. Fill in the blank. The answer is, you ought to go on the radio and be an all-night disc jockey. At least then I could turn you off. If you got it there, close enough, if you got it, then I could turn you off or anything like that. I'll give it to you. But that's it. At least then I could turn you off. You should ought to be on the radio, and the answer is be an all-night disc jockey. At least then I could turn you off. There you go. There's the first answer. All right, question number 2. Again, remember, things Barney said when he was mad at Andy. Number 2, fill in the blank. You're just full of fun today. Why don't you go to the old people's home and... Okay. You're full of fun today. Why don't you go up to the old people's home and... Fill in the blank. What did he say? You're just full of fun today. Why don't you go up to the old people's home and... Oh, that's a good one too. Some folks are getting it mixed up with a different quote that's very similar to this one. Okay, here comes the answer. All right, here's the answer. You're just full of fun today. Why don't you go up to the old people's home and wax the steps? That'd be funny too. That'll be funny too. It's not on there, but it seems like that's what he might have said. So basically, the answer for the blank is wax the steps. Why don't you go up to the old people's home and wax the steps? That was question 2. All right, question number 3. Things Barney said when he's mad at Andy. Here we go. Fill in the blank. You're a scream. You ought to get a job in one of them blank. Oh, I don't remember this one. This is a good one. You're a scream. You ought to get a job on one of them blanks. Oh, Kentucky Mike in our chat room. Cody as well. Both got them. Oh, my goodness. I'm looking at others. I see Candy got the wax the steps over there. All right. The answer is you're a scream. You ought to get out. You ought to get a job on one of them excursion boats. Excursion boats. So there you go. Excursion boats is the correct answer. That was a number 3. We got 2 more. All right, here we go. Here you go. Number 4. You're almost as funny as Floyd. You know that? Why don't you two team up? Call yourself... Oh, this one's easier. I think you should be able to get this one. Blank. What's the answer? You're almost as funny as Floyd. You know that? Why don't you two team up and call yourself... Yes, people in the chat rooms are getting it. I see Emmett. Looks like he was the first one in one of our chat rooms. And Jeff Thu got it. Followed quickly by Mrs. Frankenstein. And wow, Candy had gotten the excursion boats over there as well. All right. So here's the answer. You're almost as funny as Floyd. You know that? Why don't you two team up? Call yourselves Frick and Frack. Frick and Frack was what the answer we were looking for. It wasn't Bert and Squirt. It was Frick and Frack. There you go. All right, that was number 4. So here's our 5th and final question for the evening. Here we go. Remember, Barney's mad at Andy. Oh, you're a clown, you are. Why don't you put a red light on your nose and blank? What did he say? Oh, you're a clown, you are. Why don't you put a red light on your nose and blank? Yes, Kentucky Mike. That's the first I see in our chat room. Again, you guys can be a part of our chat rooms. How are you doing? These are pretty hard. So not that many people are grabbing them very fast in the chat rooms. Looks like Jeff Thu got this one as well. And Candy again, she got the last question over there at Facebook. All right, here's the answer. Oh, you're a clown, you are. Why don't you put a red light on your nose and go in the circus is the answer. Go in the circus. Go in the circus is the answer. It's just go in the circus, not join, but go in the circus. All right, so there it is, guys. There was 5 points available. How did you do? Paul, thank you very much for these. Those are pretty fun. I love this. I love these quotes. I love these quotes by Barney. He is awesome. He is absolutely amazing. Okay, so we have made it here. I've been touting this for the entire episode, so I hope you guys are ready for it. You all remember Fred and Jenny Boone, our couple in Mayberry that would, throw dishes at one another and morning dear, morning honey. We all know them. Well, our friend Ronnie Felker, who is, if you ever see him at Mayberry Days, he's our salt and pepper Barney. He's dressed up in the salt and pepper suit that Barney always wore. And he wrote the lyrics for this song. There's a longer version of a poem that he put out. This one's a little shorter that he had originally sent me. And I created a video of the song. So the video and everything is something made by me. So if you're only listening, you're still going to enjoy this, because listen to the words. The video goes right along with it, and I really hope you're going to enjoy this. So without further ado, this is Valentine's from Fred for Jenny. I feel like I'm Casey Kasem doing a dedication. This song is dedicated to Jenny from Fred for Valentine's Day. Here.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Being married to you is worse than the flu. Jenny, I'm so glad that you're mine, even though you've said you must have been blind. Each year that we are married has flew like a flash. It's like rolling in the poison ivy and coming out with a rash. We were so young, and now we are old. We felt like we are getting over a very bad cold.
There you go, Jenny from Fred, right from his heart. It was his heart speaking to your heart. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is a great song, and we will play it again on the way out so you guys can listen to it again just because I think it is awesome. Thank you, Ronnie Felker, for writing that song and putting the lyrics together. It was a lot of fun to create the music and to do the video. It took a while, but I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed listening or watching it. I definitely encourage you watching it. I'll be sharing it on other sites right here in the end of the week. But first, it's going to be just for you guys here on Two Chairs for a day or so, and then I'll start sharing it later in the week. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed this. I would definitely love to hear from you. You can give me a call at 256-513-9526. Tell me what you thought about the Cupid stories here, the Mayberry Valentines. Tell me about what you think some other great love stories, the great natural romances of all time are here in Mayberry. Again, 256-513-9526. You can email me at floyd@imayberry.com. I would absolutely love to hear from you. It is definitely something that I think we can all enjoy. So definitely take time and let me hear. Folks, until next time, have a great week, and we'll see you right here on Two Chairs. Stick around for the music video one more time, and we'll talk to you next time. Good night, everybody.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Being married to you is worse than the flu. Jenny, I'm so glad that you're mine, even though you've said you must have been blind. Each year that we are married has flew like a flash. It's like rolling in the poison ivy and coming out with a rash. We were so young, and now we are old. We felt like we are getting over a very bad cold.
All right, we're back. All right, chat room. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you liked the video. I thought it it was a lot of fun. I thought it turned out pretty well. I don't think I forgot to show you guys anything. I forgot to mention the Weaver's newsletter, didn't I? Oh, well, I told you I would. So, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's see. Reaching here, see if there's anything else going on. Their love language was yelling. That's exactly right, Rebecca. She said the Boons. Lots of fun. Nice to meet you. Thanks, Kent. I'm glad you came, Kent. That was good to have you here. Let's see what else going. Great song. It was really cool. So I will have it in the show notes for his song, so you guys can go and check it out. And we'll play it again in a future episode just to encourage folks to go. But this was a love episode, so I felt like I needed to not play that one. We'll play it next week or something during the actual show. Let's see. Anything else going on? We'll point everybody over to the Spotify account for his stuff. Folks, I don't see much else. How did y'all do on that trivia? It didn't look like everybody's doing too bad. Thank you very much, Emmett. He says another good episode. Great episode. Thank you very much. Fred took classes from one of those mail-in college courses. That's where he did he learn that. Opie's Charity said, my wife's name is Jenny. Now I don't have to get her a card. You can just give her that song. You can give her that song, Opie's Charity. I'll send you the link. I'll give you the link to the video. Let's see. I don't have it out here. I'll have to go grab it. I don't have the link to the actual video, but I'll go get it. The YouTube video is available, and I did share it with our members. So here is the YouTube video in the main chat room, Pope, and I'll stick it in the YouTube chat room too. Our members got it yesterday. As soon as I finished it, it's been available all day for them. They could look at it, and there you go. So there, I got it on all three places. So you guys can go and watch just the video itself. It's only about 60 seconds long, so it's really short. But please don't share it with anybody. I'm going to share it out after the podcast comes out, but you could go watch it yourself. Not too many people are going to see these links in here. And I put a link in all three rooms earlier for the song, the Mayberry Mischief song that Kent had written as well. So hopefully you enjoy that. Let's see. Anything else going on in their chat rooms? Guy at Hogwarts, Mrs. Norris. Yeah. Mrs. Norris was the cat that Filch owned. Filch. Let's see. Just a good round number. Well, thank you very much. You did not have to do that, but thank you very much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Frankenstein, for $5 as well. You guys, the Frankensteins have donated. I feel guilt. I feel guilt. You guys are very kind, and I really do appreciate it. I call them the Frankensteins. I really do know their names. Amanda and Adam. But thank you very much. That is very kind of you. And happy Valentine's Day to y'all as well. So Kent's middle name is Alan. You spell it with an E. Mine's got an A, so it's close enough. Most people spell it with an E whenever I tell them my name. So, and let's see. Okay, I'm looking to see if anything else is going on. I don't really see. There's not a lot of conversation going on. Wow, as far as questions or anything. So, what did you guys think about that? That was I really worked on that, trying to figure out what we could do. So yeah, I'd like to hear from you. You can give me and tell me your favorite Mayberry love moment. Maybe we can read it on a future episode. Definitely think about doing that. That would be fun to consider. We've got, I had other possible segments too I could have done. I had stuff about, I had more stuff about Aunt B I could have done, and Opie. I could have done both of them. Because, there's the wedding bells for Aunt B with Fred Goss, and we could have talked about that a little bit too. And there's also the other romance stuff, like the Rivals, when Opie has that crush on his classmate Karen. That's what that one, I believe, is. Is that the right one? It is, right? The Rivals. That's not the one with Barney. Of course, then there is that one where Barney's jealous of Othello. Why do you go to the duck part at night? You can't see the ducks. So Howard Sprague says his middle name's Allen. He's got one L. So we got them all covered. Allan, Allan, and Allen. We got them all covered tonight. There are people who have known me my whole life who still spell it Cody with a Y. What gets me is when they do it on the phone or online and I can see my name clearly in front. I know it's people that have known me my whole life, like my mother. No, she does spell it right. But yeah, people have went to school with me or have known me since I was in high school. Some of them spell it wrong sometimes. And I think it's just by, they're just used to it being spelled the other way. So by the way, in our YouTube chat room, you look there, the KY Rob man said, talking about the wooden spoon, which she beat him to death with a spoon. I had to approve that. I think because it said because he said beat to death with a spoon. I had to actually just approve that to get posted. So YouTube marked that as a possible, issue. So yeah, there's several things probably rock throwing and all those kind of things probably get us. And there may be things you guys sometimes try to post over on the YouTube channel that don't get posted because I can't look at that when I'm actually doing the show. And unless Jan's also in the chat room, there's nobody to approve if there's something gets stuck like that. So just be aware that can happen to you. I don't think it offended anybody. But I think YouTube, anytime you say beat to death, it probably triggers something. I may be getting triggered right now. We do have spoons for sale over at Weaver's, by the way, where you can get a wooden spoon that actually says that right yonder on it. You can get that. You do know that, right? There it is. Aunt B's wooden spoon. I ain't about to be beat to death with no spoon. There you go. It's right there. You can go buy them. You get one. You don't get two. That's just showing you both sides of the spoon. But we do have those at Weaver's, so go and check them out if you'd like to get one. You can give that to your wife. That'd be a good one for Valentine's Day. It's a little late to order it, but it'd be pretty cool. Here's a love question for you. To whom did Ernest T. Bass say, I love you, I love you, I love you? Oh, I love you. My mother figure. His mother figure. That's right. That's what Plain Done Good said. That's actually my chapter name, Mother Figure. My mother figure. That's my chapter here in Huntsville. Is Mother Figure chapter. Malcolm is correct. Let's see. He said it to Malcolm. Oh, he said that to Malcolm. Oh, okay. Miss Crump, I love you. I guess that's all he said, wasn't it? Oh, he's an Englisher. Is Malcolm. You an Englisher? I'm an Irisher. So I'm definitely not questioning Paul Mulick with trivia. If he says it, I believe it. Oh, let's see. Anything else going on? My mother figure. Let's see. Don't get canceled, Alan. We wouldn't have anything to do on Monday nights. Hopefully I'm not going to get canceled. I don't have any strikes on YouTube. I try to be really careful. I was talking to Laura Hagen just this past weekend. Laura Hagen is Earl Hagen's widow, his wife. And she's writing a new book. And so I was talking to her about it. And she said, you asked me at one point if you could have a license to be able to use the music from the show in your podcast. And I sent it to you. Do you use any of the music? And I wrote her back and said, you did send it to me. I really appreciate it. And I tried to use it, and YouTube kept marking me as a copyright violation every time I used it. So I just finally gave up. And she wrote back and just said, ha, ha, ha. She said the same things happened to her. She owns the rights to the music. She actually literally owns the rights, and YouTube puts copyright strikes on her for using her own music. Wow. I just think it's amazing. Let's see here. Anything else going on? I don't see anything. Well, guys, we're not going to stick around and just beat the dead horse. If y'all guys don't have anything in particular you need to hear from me, you've already heard from me for almost an hour. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see. Have you sent Ron Howard a message yet about making a 2 chairs? I have not, Mark. Mark's asking if I'd ask Ron Howard about doing it. No, I think y'all heard me when I was talking to Dixie. I am so uncomfortable even trying to do that. I feel like I'm just in their way. Now, I am probably going to reach out to Rodney and see if Rodney will do another episode. Rodney Dillard, we did a podcast years ago. I don't even remember now. I looked it up last time when we were talking about this. But let's see if I can go find this. But yeah, on 2 chairs, Rodney Dillard did one, but I think it was like in the 2009 or something, or maybe 11. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, 2009. It was in the October-November time frame. It started at the end of October. Episode number 54 through 50. I think there's 4 of them through 57 are Rodney Dillard interviews. I mean, that was a long time ago. But yeah, those were in, like I said, 2009. So I'm going to reach out to him and see if he might like to come back on and talk to me. I think he might. I believe he'd do it. Let's see. Hayden is saying, I've had that happen to me, getting a copyright thing from YouTube on his own original music. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I will try that. Let's see. Kent said, hey, Alan, I have a friend who has a Mayberry in the Morning radio show, Donna Journey. Wow, where is that, Kent? Where is the Mayberry in the Mornings radio show? That I would like to. That'd be fine. They need me. Let's see. Mayberry in the Morning radio show. Let's see. Here we go. There's a Good Morning Mayberry. I found that. I didn't found Good Morning Mayberry. It's a podcast. It's not actually, it may be on the radio too, but Mondays through Friday on YouTube. Okay. So it's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. I guess that's Eastern time. You're talking about 7 a.m. There's a Good Morning Mayberry. I see that one. Good Morning Mayberry podcast. That's somebody else. Huh. Wow. What? Oh, no, I'm reading what it says, but it says Rod Sterling. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not doing that. Yeah, New Journey Radio is what he said. I have to check that out, see if I can find it. Mayberry in the Morning. Wow. Okay, well, I'll look and see if I can find that. Let's see. Valentine is about love. Yes, it is, Sarah. You are correct. Anything else going on? All right, guys. I don't really see a whole lot of extra going on. Anything freaking frack? I'm checking the YouTube, Facebook. Facebook's more quiet. It's more quiet than YouTube and the other. So again, if you guys like to support me, I should mention too, if you're one of my patrons, we're going to be changing the way Patreon works, or actually Patreon is changing how it works. I don't really even understand the impact it's going to have, but we're going to be changing. Currently, if I do an episode, most of the time you get charged for it. And so you pay me, you give me a donation per episode. So if you do $1 or $2 or $3 or $4, $5, you would get, every episode would be $5. Well, they're changing that to make it so that it's monthly. And so rather than doing it by episode, which I don't like, I really would rather you only having to pay me if I do something. And the way they're wanting to do it now, it supposedly works better, but they do it monthly. So you'd basically be able to say, I want to give Alan $10 a month. And, I usually do 4 episodes a month, right? So I do them weekly. So you would just do $10 or something. So that's kind of how they're going to do it. So you guys will be able to do $5, $10 a month, however they're going to help me do the transition. I just want you guys to know about it, so it's not hitting you off guard that are patrons. Thank you for being patrons. I'm kind of worried all my patrons will quit. So hopefully not, but I don't know. So we're going to be doing that pretty soon. I don't know when, but I've got to do it by September, I think. So I'm going to have to talk to them, try to figure out how to do it. So I just want you guys to be aware that is coming. They're changing the way the subscriptions work. It's got something to do with Apple. Apple is forcing this. I don't know why, but that is. All right, guys, I feel like I haven't really done too much. Let's play Mayberry Mischief one more time on the way out of here. You guys have a great week. Thanks again to Kent for letting me play this, and we will see you guys next time here on the podcast. Cody says his is always monthly. Well, monthly is better, I guess, for a lot of people, but when I originally started, I did it by, they only charge you monthly, but it was charged based on how many episodes I did that month, like $3 an episode or $5 an episode or something like that. So, all right, let's play this music. This is Mayberry Mischief by Kent. We'll play it, him, as we lead out of there. Thank you again for the music, and you guys have a good time, and we'll talk to you on the back end of this. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Early morning in Mayberry town, sun peeking over the hill. Old Andy's fishing, Opie's around, everything's peaceful and still. Then a sound from the distance, a holler so loud, shatters the morning calm. Ernest T. Bass with his rock, throwing crowd calls in a country alarm. Oh, Mayberry, where the good times roll, and Ernest T. can't behave. From the courthouse steps to the fishing hole, a ruckus he's sure to engrave. Hee-hee goes the laughter as folks duck and dive from his playful wild spree. Just another day making Mayberry live for you and for me. Floyd staying busy talking to the folks as they're all gathering round. Barney's a-chasing, his whistle blows, trying to catch that wild man. But Ernest Sitters, wherever he goes, sticking to his mischievous plan. He's got a brick in his hand, a jump in his step, a grin from ear to ear. No real harm and no secrets he's kept, just bringing a little country cheer. Oh, Mayberry, where the good times roll, and Ernest he can't behave. From the courthouse steps to Floyd's barber chair, a ruckus he's sure to engrave. Hey, hey, goes the laughter as folks duck and dive from his playful wild spree. Just another day making Mayberry alive for you and for me. From A&B's pickles to Floyd's barber chair, Mayberry's a sight to behold. With characters quirky beyond all compare, a story that never gets old. And Ernest T. with his antics so grand, he's part of the fabric you see. Just a simple man in a simple land, living wild and fancy free. Oh, Mayberry, where the good times roll, and Ernest he can't behave. From the courthouse steps to Floyd's barber chair, a ruckus he's sure to engrave. Hee-hee goes the laughter as folks duck and dive from his playful wild spree. Just another day making Mayberry live for you and for me. With Ernest T. Bass and the whole family, wild and carefree.
talk about kerosene pickles. Let's talk about Old Man Rimshaw. Let's talk about Barney's sidecar. It's always fun to hang out with y'all. A loaded goat is causing a